Hey, I'm Andrew from Till You're Dead, and next to me,
It's Casey. I'm vocals for Till You're Dead.
Beautiful, guys. Thanks for joining us today.
thanks for having us. Happy to be
cheers,
here,
mate.
man.
No worries, boys. So, Till You're Dead recently released this single, Draw the Knife. So, how's the early reception been for it?
Hey, look, yeah, we're pretty stoked with the reception so far. It's been up on Hardcore Worldwide for just under a week now, and we've just cracked 4,000 views.
Oh,
so
nice.
pretty happy with that. Did a gig at Vinnie's on the Sunday as well, just gone, supporting Dead Yet for their tour. And yeah, so it's been a really positive reception, great feedback so far. So we're really happy with how it's all gone so far.
So, tell us about the song a bit more from a musical point of view and what you were going for with it.
From a musical perspective, like in terms of the vibe, the rhythm, I guess we're going for a pretty kind of heavy, aggressive, kind of old kind of 90s, 2000 hardcore kind of sound. Yeah, let that aggression out and have it hit pretty hard.
Yeah, very cool. So, this is a band's debut single as well. So, why choose this particular song to introduce Till You're Dead to the world?
Well, COVID, mate. It's pretty much a fuck you COVID sort of song.
Rightio.
Andrew wrote the lyrics, but it's it's pretty much that we've everything. I suppose a lot of us are all feeling at the time and what we're all going through. So it's kind of a fuck you COVID kind of song, really.
Very cool. And it's taken from your upcoming debut album called Aftermath. So would you say that's a good sonic representation of the rest of the album?
Yeah, I think it pretty much captures the essence of Till You're Dead, certainly captures the sound of what we're going for. And, to give you a bit more insight into Draw the Knife and our set of songs at the moment, that really came about within the last, mostly within 2020. And so, pretty much as COVID was kicking in, all the songs have kind of developed and evolved around the same time. And that's when we kind of got Casey on board. And so we're really been working on refining those current set of songs, getting it all ready for the album. And yeah, once that's out, then we'll move on to the next project.
Yeah, cool. So as you mentioned, man, like Till You're Dead formed back in 2019, so it wasn't long before COVID fucked the world. So how difficult was that for you as a new band without a fan base to fall back on?
I guess, I sent through in my email, like when we started, it was pretty much a lot of us hadn't played for years. So I'm in the band with my brother. We played back together when we were fucking kids. And then it's pretty much been 20 years since he's really picked up a guitar. And then Joel, we've been good mates since we were at primary school as well. And we just all got together so we could just have a bash and have a bit of fun with it. And then it, I'd say quickly evolved into something a little bit more serious. But in terms of actually making that progression, it took a while to really get that momentum happening till we had the right singer and had the songs ready. So it fucked us over a bit, but I guess based on our initial approach of just like, hey, let's have a bit of fun and get out there and see what we can do. We weren't kind of starting out to take over the world, if you know what I mean.
So in your press release, it says that you play a brand of like metal, thrash, and punk, and sort of mix them all together into your own unique style. But how difficult is that these days, mate? Like taking those genres that have been around forever, but putting your own spin on them. Like so many people have done it. How do you actually come up with something unique these days?
What do you got for us, Casey?
I think it's all about making it flow and work, to be honest. I with this band, I've played in bands previously in the past, but this band is probably one band. It's everything that I want to listen to.
Yeah.
So it's everything that I sort of grew up with, and
I guess another thing as well, like we all come from different backgrounds. Like for me, for example, I was playing a lot of kind of progressive metal, more kind of technical metal and that kind of thing. So I'm bringing a certain element to it. Both the guitarist and the bass player have different interests and stuff like that as well. So it's about bringing all those influences together and trying to make it work.
Yeah, very cool. All right, boys. Well, what have you got planned for the rest of 2022 and beyond? Have you got many shows or anything coming up?
Yeah, we've got a list coming up, man.
Yeah, cool. Start spouting them out.
Yeah, look, we've got something that's probably a little bit under wraps at the moment, but we're pretty excited about some interstate shows and that kind of thing early in the new year. So probably an announcement happening for that soon. So looking forward to that. No other dates booked just yet. Do we have anything else booked?
Well, I think I'm not too sure about that next one with Ocean Shores.
Yeah, a couple of things in the works, but nothing in the near future. But yeah,
All right.
We've definitely got some Sydney shows and that coming up, and
a couple of things happening in Sydney, Newcastle, and the likes. But yeah.
So where can people keep up to date with all that, mate? What's the best place to catch us?
Absolutely, get us on Facebook. We need the likes. Instagram as well. So doing our best to get the profiles up and happening. And but yeah, pretty much facebook.com/tillyourdead, Instagram.com/tillyourdead, and you'll find us there.
Beautiful, guys. All right, Andrew and Casey, thanks for joining us. The song Draw the Knife is out now. The album, which will be called Aftermath, is out this year or early next year?
If all goes to plan, we're hoping a release towards the end of the year, if not early next year. But yeah, it's all in the works and steam rolling ahead.
Sweet as. I look forward to seeing what you come up with next, guys. I like Draw the Knife. She was a cracker, so make sure you keep me posted with the future shit.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Chris.
man. Absolutely. Appreciate your time, Chris.